Hey, this is Heidi Dawson. If you love all things health and wellness and style of any kind, hang out here with me each week. I'm obsessed with never-ending improvement, and it's all in an effort to help each one of us live a wildly successful lifestyle. Subscribe today so you don't miss a thing.
Hi, guys. Welcome to episode 575 of the Wildly Successful Lifestyle Podcast. I'm your host, Heidi, and I am so glad you're here with me today. If you're new, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on all these episodes that are all about leveling up your life in ways that feel real and relatable and totally doable. We're going to be great friends. I just know it. And if you're not new, I am so happy you're back. So, all right. How many of you guys make lists of things or goals that you want to do or start doing every single day? Oh, I'm going to work out today, or I'm going to eat healthy starting right now. I'm willing to bet most of you listening to the Wildly Successful Lifestyle Podcast, you like goals, which I love because I do too. We're all about growth mindset, right? But I was listening to Mel Robbins. I love her stuff. And she was talking about something on the other end of a goal list spectrum. She has what she calls a not to-do list, like an anti-to-do list. And at first when she said that, I thought, oh, that feels kind of negative to me. I don't really want to focus on the bad stuff. But then when she started explaining it, I was like, wait, I love this. That could really work. It's actually a super, super fun idea. So here's the deal. She makes a list of things she wants to stop doing. So any bad habits or little things that might hinder her from being her best self, she adds them to this list. I love the idea because even though we have the goals we want to do, a lot of times we have a running narrative that we don't even hear in the back of our mind that is quietly sabotaging those good goals. So an anti-to-do list may be just the thing to fix it. I was chatting with the guy who does my nails the other day. He's so awesome. I really enjoy getting my nails done now because he's so much fun and everybody there is so much fun. And he was telling me about his girlfriend who also works there and who's adorable and so cute. But he says every single evening she tells him, I cannot have a glass of wine tonight because tomorrow morning I'm going to the gym early. But then the next day when he wakes up, she's still there in bed scrolling on her phone. She gets up early, but she is there still hanging out on her phone. She's been on it for like an hour, and he'll say, hey, are you going to the gym? And she's like, I don't feel like it today. Her intention, her goal was to hit the gym and feel amazing, but getting sucked into her phone kept her from doing that. I mean, we all have these big ideas and goals that are going to make us so much better. Like, this is it. I'm doing it finally. But then there's this equally forceful thought or habit that sneaks in and stops us cold. In my opinion, it's brilliant to have an anti-to-do list because not only do you stay aware of the things you need to do, but you also shine a light on the stuff that's blocking you. And those blockers are pretty powerful. And if you don't call them out, they'll win every time. And we all have them, right? Sometimes they're super subtle. So your to-do list, you write it down or think about it and you're like, yeah, tomorrow's the day. And writing it down helps make it happen more often in my experience. But if it's just a vague thought, like I'll do this tomorrow, then boom, something else creeps in and derails you and you don't even realize it. And that's why it's so important to notice all of your thoughts because there are these sneaky, subtle ones in that head of yours and mine sabotaging us. And if you're not paying attention, they run the show. I mean, think about my friend's girlfriend again. She wakes up with the thought, I'm going to go work out, let's do it. But then grabs her phone and starts scrolling and it's addictive. And an hour later, she's still in bed and it's too late. And she's like, tomorrow. And then tomorrow comes and you know what happens, the same cycle. And this isn't judgmental at all. It's just real life. I mean, it happens to all of us. So yeah, it's great to have those positive things in mind that will make you better, but you got to be just as aware of the thoughts or actions that could sabotage them. And they're really sneaky sometimes. They will justify just about anything to get their way. And that's why we have to be aware and take a stand to stop them. I've been reading Dr. Hyman's latest book, Young Forever. Who doesn't want that? Anyway, it's so eye-opening. He goes really hard on how sugar is basically the devil. It's the main culprit for why we age quickly. And I'm not about aging quickly. So I've started, for a long time though, I really have had this goal to eat almost no refined sugar. And I do pretty well most of the time. But the other evening I had a long day and Eric's been out of town. He's been flying a lot. And I was winding down and I thought, oh, I've had dinner. I just want a little something sweet, just a little treat. Now my mind was saying, you've done well, live a little. But it's a Wednesday, and I generally save living a little for Friday and Saturday night. Maybe Friday or Saturday, sometimes Friday and Saturday. But my brain is telling me right now on a Wednesday to live a little during the week. Now, that is not going to work towards my goals, but it's super powerful. So here I go, rummaging through the kitchen, looking for something to eat. That's good or yummy or exactly what my taste buds want. And guess what? Nothing. Nada. I have 0 sugary snacks in the house with refined sugar. So I ended up eating a handful of granola. It has a little bit of coconut sugar and some organic black cherries from the fridge. That's it. But it totally satisfied my craving without derailing anything. Now I'm telling you this because one of our long-standing, my husband and I, Eric, our long-standing anti-to-do habits in this house is to not keep sugary foods around. It's on my not-to-do list. Do not buy or stock junk with refined sugar. And that way, it supports my to-do habit of staying sugar-free. It's like building a safety net around my goals. I mean, if the temptation isn't there, it's way easier to stick to the plan. Like I wasn't getting in the car to go get something. You know, that's the idea. I mean, if you're desperate enough, you will get in the car to go get it. But I wasn't. And so the cherries did it, and a little bit of granola did it. So how could this work for you? Well, first of all, you have to start small. Don't overwhelm yourself with a huge list. Like that's something I might do too, but first of all, just grab a notebook or your phone notes, which is actually where I jotted mine down, and write down 3 to 5 things you want to stop doing that may be holding you back. Maybe it's don't scroll social media first thing in the morning if that's killing your productivity, or don't hit snooze more than once if you're always rushing out the door. Now for me, another one is basically don't say yes to every invitation, because overcommitting really does drain my energy, and it also keeps me from my self-care routines, which I really enjoy, and they make me feel really good. But the key is to review this list daily, just like your to-do list. Make it a ritual. So when you're having your morning coffee, maybe just glance at both of them. And be kind to yourself when you slip up. It's not about perfection, it's about progress. Over time, these anti-habits become second nature, and suddenly our goals start happening more effortlessly. Think about it in terms of relationships too. Maybe you're trying to build deeper connections, so your to-do list is to call a friend weekly. But your anti-to-do could be don't zone out on social media when someone's talking to you. It's all about clearing that path. Because I've done that before. I'll be, on social media and somebody calls and I'm still kind of sneaking a look at that while they're talking. And that is so rude, and I'm embarrassed to even admit that. But maybe I need to add that to my list. I don't do it all the time, but I do it. My challenge to you today is to make your own not to-do list. Contrary to my first thought, it isn't negative at all. It's super empowering. It's like being your own detective and spotting the villains in your story before they can wreck the plot. And when you pair it with your positive goals, and you'll just watch your life level up. And that's what we're all about. Thanks for listening, you guys. You're so awesome. And remember, success isn't about doing more. Sometimes it's about stopping the stuff that's in your way. Share this with 3 people who may be interested in why a not to-do list is a perfect complement to that goal list they have. I love you guys. I'll talk to you in a few days.
Don't forget to subscribe and share with your friends, because we're just going to keep going bigger and better places together, and I love that about us. Talk to you in a few days.